Over here, when I was in 35 millimeters, I got a Pentax K1000. It's all manual camera here. Put the camera down. I'll open this up for you. Yeah, Pentax K1000. I don't know if you can read that. Don't know if you can read that or not. This camera does not focus close. But it is a Pentax K1000 35mm camera. No, it's not digital. Those of you who are familiar with the old cameras. Good camera, but you know what? I haven't shot 35mm in many years. And let's see what we got here. A 70 to 250 millimeter zoom lens. I got a cover protector on that, so I'll just one hand here. I'll push it down and show you. See how that goes down. Yep, that's so. I got that to go on it. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Pentax K1000 needed an adapter for the Pentax mount. I've got all that, so it's all in here. Also got the 2x teleconverter. I'll tell you, I haven't used these things in years. And that would just double your zoom. So let's say this is, I think, what did I say, 220? Anyways, it would double it up to 500. Of course, the picture would be darker because it would reduce the f-stop. So you really want to use it in a lot of light when you add one of these onto it. And of course I've got a small flash here. What these are is extension tubes when you put them on the copy stand so you can copy films using your 35mm. Let me show you how they work. What it is you'd unscrew one, you'd take off your lens of your camera, screw this on, and then screw your lens into here. So this enables you to, and there's 3 of them here. So, anyways, I've got those. When this, if anybody is interested in, I'll sell the whole shebang. I don't want to break this stuff up because then I got pieces that I can't use. Being the age of digital, doubt very much that anybody would be interested in any of this, but who knows? There are some die-hard 35mm buffs out there and prefer film. In this case here, I got this 28mm wide-angle lens. These are things I used to carry with me when I used to go to Wheeling and all them places, in Pennsylvania Dutch country and everything. So these things, I used to have all this, the trunk of that Ford 63 Galaxy loaded down with a case of this. I used to have a huge 300mm fixed lens. It was about 1.5 feet long. I sold that thing. That damn thing was a cumbersome. You had to mount the camera on, you had to mount the lens on the tripod because it was too heavy to use the tripod mount of the camera. So anyways, 28mm lens. Back in here. Well, let's see what else I got in that case. Yeah, this is my main flash. This is the one that I used to use all the time. I used to always have an extra cheapie with me, but this is the one that I really used a lot. Used to set my F settings in here and everything. I used to get pretty good at it. You know, flash came out pretty good. I knew exactly where to set it. Right now I forgot all that stuff. Now this is a 50mm lens that came off of an old Petri Penta, my very first 35mm camera that a buddy of mine gave me. I don't know if I still got the Petri Penta or not. It might still be in the photo closet. But as I recall, I think the shutter messed up on it. I had it fixed once. But anyways, these here, they screw in. They call the Pentax mount. There it goes. They got threads on them, and you need the adapter to go into here. Like I say, I've got the adapter. It's probably still on the camera, because you need the adapter for these tubes here that I showed you, these extension tubes or the copy stand when you're doing it. But we don't bother with copying like that anymore. We scan them in and put them in the computer. Let's see what else I got. Some filters, but it looks like a neutral density filter. My eyesight's no damn good anymore, as I said so many times. So let's put the camera down, get the magnifying glass out. Oh, here's the ring here. That's the ring you need. That's the adapter, okay? You need that to go, I believe you need that to put into the K1000 in order to take the old screw type lenses and so forth. When I sold that big 18-inch long 300mm lens, the guy wanted this, and I wouldn't part with it. I said, no sir, these are hard to get. I knew I had more. Yeah, there's kinds of filters here. All kinds of filters. You know what? I just don't do this stuff anymore. You know. Enjoy it as a hobby. I never got into developing film. Years ago in about 1959, 60, I used to do contact prints, black and white and stuff, but other than that, I never dealt with it. I felt it cost, it's too expensive and stuff. It was too, I didn't want to get involved with it. It's just too damn expensive. It's cheaper to go to at that time you go to your local drugstore and bring the roll of film over and have them develop it. But anyways, let me check one more time, see what else is in that case. Oh yeah, this is a self timer. Show you how it is, what it looks like. I don't know how well this camera is going to show you, but you'd stick this into your cable release socket, screw it in, and I'll show you how it works. Oh, how well you're going to be able to see this. What you do is you'd crank it up. I think it gave you 30 seconds. Then it would crank around, and your cable, the button would come out over here, and it would release the camera. Hear that? I don't know if you can see that coming through, but let's just try it again. You can see that coming out. See that pin coming out there? And then as it clicks, it goes in. Camera probably won't show that. And it screws into the front of the camera where your cable release socket would be. And somewhere in this case I might have a cable release, but I'm not 100% sure. Here's another flash. And here's another flash. Vivitar, that's a good flash too. Now, I thought I had cable releases. Wait a minute, hang on a minute. Holy moly, I still got film. Yeah, I knew I had cable releases. There's one right here. Let's bring this over here. Yeah, here's a cable release. You can see that there's a plunger here you push down, and you can hold it if you want to, and it pushes out the pin at this end. There's an extension for the electronic flash, so you can put your flash into a different location rather than having it mounted on the top of your camera. On the back of this one, it looks like a cable sitting in there, and I think it goes into there. This particular flash doesn't seem to have the capabilities of extension, at least not that one. There is a couple little holes here, and it might take a special cord, but as I recall, I never used a cord on it. In fact, I don't remember if I ever used that cord on it. You know, here is another one. It is the same kind of a cord. Could have been used on this one too. Oh, I got an old Ultra Blitz flash down in that closet too. That was given to me years ago. I'll tell you, you don't realize how much junk you accumulate, as I said before. But I'll tell you, all this is in that case that I just showed you. The rest is just outdated film. I used to shoot What the heck is this here? 35mm, 3200 speed, is it? I'll tell you, I'm going to look in a magnifying glass, see how old that is. Processed before 1990. I used to use outdated film. I used to keep it in a plastic bag in the refrigerator. I used to buy all my movie film outdated a little bit. It always worked out good as long as I kept it cool in the refrigerator in a plastic bag to keep the moisture out. And then let it get up to room temperature before you use it. Anyways, other than a few miscellaneous things, that's pretty much this. Still stuff on that closet, but as far as this case, well, everything that was in there, all this, well, I'm going to sell it all. Anybody's interested. I would probably ship this, but I'll tell you what, I have no way of knowing what things will cost. So be ready to fork up some cash for shipping. I have no idea what this stuff's worth. I can look it up on eBay and see, and then, you know, go from there. Well, there she be. The 35mm Pentax K1000 and those accessories. The whole shebang. Well, that's it.